Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Mac 28 here, Oregon Springs, Farm Sim 17, episode 13, Lucky 13. We're going to finish getting rid of the wedge in field 4 and then continue on doing some things around the map in preparation for seeds going in the ground, which can't go in for a few days due to the seasons mod. Here we go. All right, 9:41 p.m. on day 1. Let's tab into. Okay, we did wash this, right? Yes, that looks nice and clean. All right. All right. I went to the wrong bay. There's a little pile. We don't have to worry about that. All right. Okay. So that floating wood we got to worry about. That's what I was looking for. Is there another? And there is a stump there. And another stump there. All right. We're going to go give it a try and get rid of those. Stumps I'm not worried about. Because I know they'll go away. me. Of course, now I gotta find it. Alright, there it is. Also, I think I got my vehicle sound too loud. It's only 10%. Alright, got it. Got that one. Not floating. All right. I believe, what's this? Oh, there's a floater. All right. Very good. right. Okay, circle is off. Active side is to the right. Let's see if so I gotta do this part myself. And that's okay. I'll do it. Doesn't look like it's plowing everything under, which is kind of weird. And I think I want to mow first. Do I have a mowing set up? I don't believe so. What do I have? No. Nothing to mow. We're going to get our mowing set up. And we want a windrower. And do we have a forage wagon? No. the shop on this one. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to get cows rather quickly. Even if I buy the bales to get the cows started, you can't buy grass. You gotta cut grass. Do I have a weight? Can't Mac. Here comes the rain. Now let's check seasons. We can harvest the grass on day 4. So I should have checked that first. Shouldn't I have? So let's see what happens. We definitely are looking at grass. It says we don't own the field. Yeah, well, we know that. We just want to see if we can cut some grass. Well, my test is failing, you see, because I can't get a big enough swath away from the field to see if the grass will even cut. So we're going to have to go all the way back. All the way, okay. All the way back to 4. There it is, okay. Trying to find grass in the pitch black. See, it's not cutting, so, or is it? Yeah, see? Can't cut grass out of season. Alright, let's find a place to put our mower set up. Dang it. Oh, forget that. Oh, do I want to pull through with this thing? Why is it so difficult? Wow, it just starts turning on a dime. Wowza. Go back and pick up the rest of that equipment. Can't do much in the pouring rain. Mm-hmm. See, I think this picks up. Nope. I want to go around the other side. I want to put this on the front. So I can get the forge wagon home in one go. Alright, let me take a look on the map and see where grass is. Squirrel watching. Lights on that little guy. weight over there. I won't worry about the weight right now. Okay, well, looks like it rains through the roof here on this one. Alright, do we have any room? I kind of need this room just to drive around in. And we're fenced in here. So this I really need to run around in. We don't have a big place. Now, is this ours? Okay. I'm thinking... This is all ours, but again, not a huge usable space to add things. Though I do have 2 more storage areas here. Not ones that I like, but I can back things in. So at least I got that. Alright, well let's okay. able to create a field. I know I went through here. Now that is unfortunate. I gotta figure that out. And my coffee's getting cold. Well, if I have to keep field 4, at least we made some money from the wood. If I have to keep the wedge in field 4. Now, that being said, field 4 would be a great candidate then for grass, because there's already grass in the wedge. Now maybe it's plowable after the grass is harvested, but that shouldn't be how the game works. So I am unsure of what's happening with that particular bit of information. I'm going to go to the edge here. I'm going to go edge the field because I don't know if I got it all. So what mods do we have out there? The follow me mod, we're going to play with that. That I didn't get working properly. And the AI mod, I still don't understand it completely, but I think I got it working pretty good. Maybe a waste of time, but we've got to somehow get to day 4 so we can cut some grass. That's pretty cool. I got a wiper down there. Not there, but I got a wiper down there. And a wiper on the back, you can see in the mirror. So we'll get all of our pleals. Oh yeah, that just happened. Alright, let's take a look at this mess. Okay. All right. I like Oregon Springs. It could have a little more in the way of grass, but that's what they gave us. No, I think I gotta, yeah, I can't see. We got some more junk up here in this corner. So I'll clean that up. Yeah, see. This is plowed all the way to the edge. And then I got a bunch unplowed. And then I got, what do I got? Don't I have a wedge here that's... Maybe it's on the other end. Ah, here we go. Alright. So make a 90-degree turn. there is a subsoiler plow that will tow a cultivator. It makes a 4-meter wide swath. That's not bad. Some of these fields are pretty big for 4 meters. This is only, I forgot how big, 5.7 meters, I think. But you're cultivating at the same time. So you've got that going for you. And I may switch out this for that. And then of course it's a 4-meter wide cultivator. If you just need to cultivate, you don't put the plow on it. And I can get rid of that other expensive cultivator. And then when I need to be more quick, instead of trying to waste time, I can quickly plow and cultivate a field. And there it is. And not have to worry about the time spent doing the plowing and then going back and doing the cultivating. For fields that need to be cultivated that don't have a sowing machine that cultivates. Well, I am completely lost. Did I leave a little? That's the edge. Well, I guess I got it all. God bless it. Okay. There, I've cleaned up that mess left behind by the worker. Oh, there's another little piece. So we'll go along this edge. Actually, I'm just playing around now, guys, because we got so much time to waste. Okay. Hard to do in the cab. All right. We are still in day one. It's going to be sunshiny. Oh, it's going to rain on Tuesday. Day one starts on a Monday. So Tuesday is going to be a high of 44 and a low of 36. And trying to think of what we can do to make some money besides logging. Oh. Boy, oh boy, is this a pain in the dark. Got all the lights on that I own. Something I would like AI to do. Let's see if he'll do it. Well, there he goes, off into a turn. Blocked by an object. See? You're not blocked, dude. Why did you go off and do a crazy ass turn like that? Alright. Let's see what he does when he gets to here. He turns. That's okay. Alright, I'm liking this. We'll get the rest of that field done. to make sure that well, while he's doing that, we'll ride along and all right, grass on the fields. You know, it all has trees except the fields. Yeah, there's no spare grass. So, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Now, what did I do? I already got oilseed radish. Probably going to lose those. I understand that. And we have no wheat. It's going to be one used to have barley on it. Oh, one does have barley. I'm going to lose barley too. I think I planted that. Okay. And I have no corn. 4 used to be corn. Oh, interesting. And sugar beets. Okay. Now let's see if any is growing. Nothing. Nothing is growing because it's too cold. We're not cultivated. We are plowed on 4. And my guy's doing his thing. Okay, nothing is ready to harvest. Okay. Alright, so needs plowing. So they're all done. Oh, this little strip of 1. Okay. We can't buy grass. Excuse me. Milk cell. Ocean Pacific grain. Blue Line feeds. Mary's Farm biomass plant takes manure and slurry. Mary's Farm buys manure. Sawmill Right Agribusiness also buys liquid manure slurry. Okay, all right, I'm going to educate myself since we got some time. Straw. Oh, you know what? There's Okay. Maintenance costs, income per hour, engine power, required power, fuel tank, capacity, owned and leased. Okay, working with speed, fruit types, seed types, compatibility. Okay. Alright, 5 is tip places and sell points. Vehicles, harvesters, tippers, tools, general buildings. I'm not really getting what I want. You can sell your crops here, to sell your grass here. Great demand, fuel, buy or sell animals, cow pasture, sheep pasture, pig pasture, chicken coop. You can purchase various goods here. That's not really what I want. Oh, let's see. This is interesting. Seasons, they give us some information here. Season is a mod that improves realism in the farming simulator game by adjusting nearly all aspects to more realistic parameters. Everything from seasonal effects to crop growth patterns and animal production has been changed to a more realistic level. The game year has been broken up into 4 seasons. Each season is broken into 3 parts, early, mid, and late. These seasons are referred to as transitions. These parts are referred to as transitions. Your activities are tied to the time of year they take place in real life. Weather is random day to day, but follows a pattern from season to season. Spring will be rainy and foggy with some chances of sunny weather. Summer will be warmer, drier. Hailstorms can occur without any warning. Autumn will be rainy with some sunny weather. Winter will be rainy but often cold enough to allow snow to fall, maybe even stay on the ground. Snow will fill tippers and shovels unless the tipper or shovel is covered in a shed with a snow mask or tarp. Snow will also reduce traction, thus making vehicles slower. Daylight hours are also affected with the seasons. Winters have shorter days, while summers have longer days. Bunker silos and silage bales require time to ferment. It takes 1/3 of a season to fully ferment either a bunker, silo, or silage bale. Wrapped hay will not ferment, but they will be protected against the weather. Seasons will also affect trees and foliage. The trees will change state according to seasonal temperature changes. Leaves will turn color and drop in the autumn. Trees will go bare in winter and will be lighter green in spring. Okay. The weather forecast has been reintroduced with seasons and can be activated by left alt F. The weather forecast shows the high-low temperatures and the weather. Sunny, foggy, rainy, snowy, cloudy for the next 7 days. Hailstorms will not appear. The number on the right of each forecast block represents the day of the season. Soil temperature is modeled using thermodynamic equations and historical data. This means the soil will freeze in the winter when the air temperature drops below a certain point for a certain length of time. The soil will then thaw in the spring when the air temperature rises above a certain threshold for a certain length of time. The soil cannot be worked when the ground is frozen. Crops will not grow in frozen soil. Crops will only germinate when the soil temperature is above the germinatic temperatures. The germination's temperatures are included on the first page of the season settings, left alt S. Okay, when starting a new game, all crops will be reset to their harvested stages to simulate the fact the fields have not been worked since autumn. When using seasons for the first time in an existing save game, you will have the option to either reset the crops or not. The default growth patterns of crops have been replaced with seasons. Crops will now follow a realistic growth pattern following their corresponding seasonal planting and harvesting times. This also means that winter will kill most crops, and crops planted at the wrong time will not grow. Crops are only harvestable in their final growth stage except for poplar and oilseed radish, and will stay in this final stage until they are killed off in the winter. Once a non-root crop reaches the first harvestable stage according to growth overview in the escape menu, it is ready to harvest. This is the final harvestable stage. You can still silage green crops. Okay. Crop growth is now much longer. It may take half a year for a crop to reach the harvestable stage. Winter will kill most crops, but winter and spring crops are possible. Wheat, barley, poplar, grass, oilseed radishes, and canola can be planted in the autumn for winter crops or planted in the spring for spring crops. Be certain that the soil is warm enough for the germination of these crops. Corn, soybeans, sunflower, sugar beets, potatoes must be planted in the spring. Be sure to check the growth overview in the seasons menu because some crops cannot be planted in the first transition of spring and will... Whoops. Why didn't I go away? Oh well, I thought I could make myself go away. Or is it this one? There it is. Corn planted in the... Be sure to check the growth overview of the seasons menu because some crops cannot be planted in the first transition and will die, even if the soil temperature is above germination temperature. Okay. Hay, straw, and grass. In winter, grass is reset to its harvested stage to simulate the winter killing off of the grass when it becomes cold. Grass bales need to be used or wrapped for silage within 2 days of baling. After 2 days, the grass will rot and the bale will disappear. Used or wrapped for silage. After 2 days, the grass and the bale will disappear. Oh, if it's not wrapped. Okay. All right. Swaths of hay, grass, and straw will begin to reduce in size and will eventually disappear after several days. Grass swaths are reduced at midnight every day. Hay and straw swaths are reduced after every growth stage as well as after being exposed to rain. Straw and hay must be baled before it can be sold. Loose straw and hay cannot be sold, only given away for free. Grass, baled or loose, cannot be sold either. Trees take more time to reach their full-grown state. It will take plantable trees 5 game years to be fully grown, and after 2 years they can be cut. Trees inhibit the growth of other trees if they have been planted too close together. To restart the growth of a tree, you need to thin out the trees. Okay, interesting. Rain, hail, and snow affect the moisture levels of the crops. If the moisture in the crop is above a certain point because of bad weather, you will not be able to harvest your crops. Moist summer nights can occur without warning. After the rain, your crops will need time to dry out, which is dependent upon the air temperature and the time of year. Warmer weather means crops will dry out faster than in cooler weather. Using a tedder on hay while crops are wet will produce wet grass. Be certain to only use a tedder when the crops are dry enough. On a map, that has been prepared with a snow mask by the modder, hay and straw bales that have been exposed to the rain or snow will begin to rot unless the bales are stored in a shed with a snow mask. Bad weather will not affect wrapped bales or bales on a map without a snow mask. Your tractors and harvesters require periodic maintenance in order to keep them operational. The maintenance period is every 30 hours or half a year, whichever comes first. Vehicles that are past due in their maintenance may take longer to start. You can repair your vehicles either at the vehicle shop or the placeable garage. To repair your vehicle, drive your vehicle to the garage or a placeable garage and press left Alt R. Note that it will be more expensive to repair at the vehicle shop. The age of your vehicle is the days since your last repair. Only drivable vehicles will require periodic maintenance. Tools and implements will be automatically repaired as needed. That's interesting. The loan cap has changed from $200,000 to 30% of your own land and placeable building values. The minimum loan cap is $300,000 and the maximum loan cap is $1.5 million. Income from missions have been reduced. You will earn roughly 5 times more than a hired worker working on the same field. Maintenance of all vehicles includes maintenance and taxes relative to how much it is being used. Clean machines will also reduce maintenance costs. Machines that are not used will also have their maintenance costs reduced. Crop price fluctuates with the changes in seasons in a more realistic manner. Hired workers require overtime pay. If a hired worker is used before 6 a.m. and after 6 p.m. or on the weekends, his pay will be 50% higher. Wow. Animal production has been adjusted with seasons to more realistic parameters. All animals will consume more water in the summer than in the winter. Cows and pigs will require more straw in the winter. The max feeding capacities have been reduced from 6 days to 3 days. Animals only give offspring at certain time of year. Pigs and sheep will produce offspring in the spring. Cows will produce offspring in the summer. Animals will die if they do not have food or water. This is disabled on easy difficulty. Grass cannot be fed in the winter. You should use hay instead. Milk and wool production is dependent upon the season. Wool is only produced in the spring and summer. Milk is produced year-round but is increased in the winter and the spring. While grass cannot be fed in the winter, this would normally reduce the cow's productivity to at most 80%. However, seasons increases milk production in the winter and spring to make up for the lack of grass in these months. The season's menu is used as a reference guide for planting and to change settings related to seasons. This menu is activated by left Alt S. The first page is your guide to planting and harvesting windows. The germination temperature of all crops are shown on the left of the graph. If the temperature next to the crop is white, it means it is warm enough to plant that particular crop. If the temperature is blue, it is too cold. The second stage of the settings menu, here the season length, 3 to 24 day seasons, seasons modifications on off, snow mode on off, 1 layer tracks on off. Crop moisture on, off, and temperature settings can all be changed. Yay! A HUD to the left of the clock in the upper right corner displays information relevant to seasons. It shows the current air temperature on top and ground temperature on the bottom. Ground temperature is on the bottom. Okay. The state of the ground, wet crops, frozen ground, is also displayed to the left of this HUD. Directly below the clock is where the seasonal period and day of the current season is displayed. When activated, the forecast HUD will appear below the clock in the upper right corner. When the help menu is activated, the maintenance timer is displayed near the bottom. This is only displayed when you are in a vehicle. And miscellaneous. If you do not wish to work during the night, you have the option to skip to the morning. After the night falls and you are on foot, you can press Alt left alt and end to skip to the morning. If you decide to change the season length in the middle of an existing save game, it is recommended that you 1. Change the season length during winter to reduce undesired effect on existing crops, and 2. Restart the game server after changing the season length. While it is your game to play as you want, it is suggested as a challenge to only play with a 9-day season and at 5 times acceleration. This way you spend the spring only cultivating and planting crops, tending to crops and cutting hay in the summer, harvesting and plowing in the fall, and tending to animals, machines, forests, and selling crops during the winter. All vehicles need to be started manually. Well, that is awesome. Okay, now what I want... grass and hay. Grass is cut with a mower. Use a tedder to turn the grass. Okay. Grass. Use tedder to turn the grass so it can dry properly into hay. Hay looks slightly lighter and less saturated than cut grass. To make grass, hay, or straw collecting easier, it is recommended to arrange it into rows using a windrower. Grass can be collected with a loader wagon or turned into grass bales with a baler. You can use the grass to feed your animals, make silage, or gain money by dropping it off directly at a grass selling point. Hay bales can be used to make total mixed ration. Grass bales can ferment into silage with the use of a bale wrapper, or they can be sold at a bale selling point. When you harvest wheat or barley, you can set your... Okay, so... hay equals dried grass, and straw equals wheat or barley leftovers. Okay. Chaff. Mostly corn, but you can make it out of wheat, barley, or canola. To turn chaff into silage, you need to dump it into a clamp silo. Once silo is 10% full, you can compact by driving over it. Afterwards, you can cover and start the fermenting process. The resulting size can be picked up with a front loader, equipped with a silage fork, and dumped into a mixer wagon or directly into a feeding trough. You can also make silage from a hay bale. Okay. Silage. Bunker with chaff or grass, or hay bales wrapped. And I know how to buy fields. Okay. Animals. All right. What I'm looking for is the symbols used. Okay, so those are the symbols there. All right, so grass These are the symbols I want. Okay. Grass. Okay, and hay is dried grass with a little sun. Straw is a bale, a square bale with dots. Yes, I am writing this down. Chaff is little bean thingies. Silage is a roll, and total mixed ration is long, slender plant. Okay. Hay, straw, and silage. Mix of hay, straw, and silage. All right, fertilizers. And liquid fertilizer and fertilizer can be bought in large tank or bag from the shop. Okay, digestate, produced with silage to biogas plant. Okay. Manure is produced by cows and pigs, and slurry is produced by cows and pigs. We know about wood chips, milk and wool, pigs and chickens. Okay. Selling your produce, prices, great demand, finances, regular income placeables. We know about them, and the mission system we know about. Okay. Buying equipment, customizing, sales, selling equipment, equipment lifespan, leasing system, and icons, part 1 and part 2. Okay. Miscellaneous, grabbing objects, tension belt, AI helper, weather forecast, train, map overview, icons, map symbols, mods. Alright, that's it. Seasons, we're done. Alright. And this guy is still doing his thing. And I realized that with the AI helper, I'm paying more in wages. But, okay, so we'll get rid of them. We'll do this ourselves. So thanks for coming with me on that lecture. Kind of boring, I know. Ah! What's he doing? Oh. Make sure you have control of your plow before you go taking off. After you get done with an AI helper. So right now, I don't know what our finances are actually. I can't remember. Finances, we have no loan. Okay, so we have loan available. Should we need to want to get things going? In terms of animals. Without being able to buy grass, it's difficult. We really can't start any animals. I think we can put in some beehives. Problem is where to put them. We don't have a lot of land. Bring me back. There I am. We don't have a lot of land to put the beehives on, like we did on Beehive Hill in Goldcrest Valley. But we can look around. And I kind of disagree with doing 5 times game speed. Or getting rid of night. But for the YouTube channel, I might have to do some of those things. So that you won't be bored out of your mind. Because droning along, while running back and forth along a field is not very conducive to exciting farm work. I'm assuming I will get a notification that my seeds have perished. The other interesting thing is they said white, so 37 degrees, so it's too cold for all these. I can plant grass. 37 degrees. So the game will allow that to happen. Which means, do I make 4 a grass field? Change my plans. I could do that. yeah, we'll get that done. So, new plan, based on what we read about seasons. We will make 4 a grass field. Come on. Come on. Here we go. All right, so we'll go back to this one. 4 will be grass. Okay, and then I have 3 more fields. So the idea is to have 1 corn, 1 barley will do, 1 canola, and then I'll have to worry about root crops for the pigs later. The food mixture, cows need grass, and they need a base food of silage or hay, and then they need the power food, which is total mixed ration. Okay. Animals, cows. Cows eat fresh grass, hay or silage, and power food. Cows produce the highest amount of milk when they receive everything. All right, let's get rid of me again because I'm in the way. You can optimize the milk production of your cows by feeding them total mixed ration from the mixer wagons. Mixer wagons take several feedstuffs, hay, silage, and straw. Weigh and blend them into a complete ration. If you have a mixer wagon attached or you're driving a self-propelled model, okay. This mix then consists of base food 60% and power food 40%. So you got to give them grass. Okay, they have to have grass. Then you can give them hay or silage and power food. So you fill up the grass. Okay. And then you put in hay or silage, and then you make the power food and you fill up the power food. Okay. All right. So we got 3 foodstuffs. We got 1, 3, 4, and 15. So 1 is going to be barley. 3 will be corn. 4 will be grass. And 15 will be canola. All right. So we got a good start on the pigs then. We need to do emissions on a small field. Where are our pigs though? Our pigs located here. So 7. 7 looks like it's going to be, okay, emissions and purchase of 7 for root crop. All right, gang. And I believe we did we got the $1 million, so that's done. And I believe we're going for $10 million plus 2 windmills for houses. Well, I'm drawing a blank. I must be tired or something. I don't know. But greenhouses, thank you, came to me. And so we only need 7 really to get everything that we want. And I think that will work. That's our immediate goal, to get through the first year. So thank you so much for watching, for sticking with me. We'll let nighttime pass here, and I will see you on the farm. Good day.